Bum skiddity bum, biddity bum, bum. Hey.
Bum stickity bum, stickity bum. There you go, yo.
There you go.
Savage AF, that's the show, yo.
This is the show.
That's the show we're doing right now. Savage AF,
Oh,
y'all.
damn it.
Cheers if you're with us, man. Savage AF is the name of the show. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
Facts do matter. But you know what? Facts matter in the real world, but in the politics
You're
world.
bachelor number 4 now?
Huh?
You're bachelor number 4
now?
I just
how do I change that?
That's comedian Shang. And if you go down, down below our little the little thumbnails of your screen.
Oh, I did a thing
and hit the 3 dots, so you should be able to change your.
It was a comedy thing where they had
your comedy bachelor.
Yeah, I was the ringer. I was the comedy ringer. Like there was real bachelors, and I was saying crazy shit. Like they said, "So what would you do if you get a woman says such?" I was like, "Smash her." Like I was saying all wild shit. Like saying like Bachelorette number 1. If I asked you to stab a nigga, would you? And they were like, what? And they were dead serious. I was the only one. The lady put me in there to make it.
Yeah, just to add some spice, some flavor.
Yes, but facts do matter. Facts do matter. I am not bachelor. All you ladies, I am not bachelor number 4. Okay?
that's comedian Shang, ladies.
I'm comedian Shang. I changed.
He's bachelor number 1.
Number 1. All right, now check this out. We are normally on Monday and Friday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and also Tuesdays through Thursdays,
6 p.m.
6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Those are all Pacific.
All Pacific. But I'm starting to show off with it. I'm not even going this other direction. We changing it up. Make sure y'all follow at Black Pedro on the IG and follow me at Comedian Shang on the IG. We started off like that. And then we'll go say the other shit that was going. Why am I doing Denzel fingers?
You double Denzeling them off the bat?
Right off.
That's a whole lot of Denzeling.
What we need you to do is check us out on the YouTubeage, which is somewhere.
So we're live on YouTube and Facebook for you Monday through Friday. Yeah. But if you ever miss us live, stop doing drugs. Okay, it's ruined your life.
Get yourself
once you get clean. Yeah, you can get cleansing redemption at youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld. All one word. It's at the bottom of the screen scrolling right now. And that's the YouTube channel where we have all our episodes archived. When you get there, do these.
Make sure you do that. And you know what? We need thumbs up. And if you want to make a comment, if you want to diss us, you want to say whatever, we don't mind. But what we do need is this stuff. The thumbs up. Give us thumbs up if you like the fucking things and the content we're doing. Then if you don't do that, then guess what? Yeah. You know what? But again, if you don't do the things we ask you, you got to get off the H. You know what? Quit riding a white horse.
Pam Knox says she will not stop doing drugs. Thank you. She about to smoke right now. All right, girl. You're a crazy cat lady. We love it. Thank y'all all for being here. This otherwise would just be a very aggressive video chat between me and Shang every day.
Just every day.
You see these motherfuckers?
You see these silly motherfuckers? And you guys been great. Us. But
Bronda James, Breezy JJ's, Maya Baker, Queen B,
Maya,
Damani Jones, Pam, as I mentioned before. We appreciate y'all, man, for being here.
We appreciate y'all for following us. And I want to let y'all know something real quick.
You motherfucker. The next one will.
You mother. And thank you for the belated birthday wishes, Queen B and
Pedro
Bronda. Yes, I had a great time on my birthday. 45 now for like
But
a week and a half.
when we hung out like pre-birthday or birthday. No,
It was like 2 days. It was 2 days before my
2
birthday.
days. It was the first time I ever had caviar.
Yeah, we did that,
which was not bad. It wasn't. It didn't blow my socks
I had
off.
two of my homies from college come through as well. We just had like a gentleman's meal,
which is weird that they're his homies from college, and I hung out with them separate, not realizing like, oh shit, that's Pedro's homies.
Small world.
We went out to a club and went to an after hours club after the club. We was getting it after the club.
Yeah,
so
that was a rough night.
Well, I didn't drink nothing, but no, I actually tried some wine. I tried some wine. Did not like it.
He didn't pass out or throw up or anything.
No, I didn't pass. You know what? But did not like it. Did not like it a lot. I tried the other stuff all this other weird shit that they was eating.
Yeah.
They was eating some weird shit.
But you know, we did it was a great old time.
Yeah, and this is what Pedro said.
Old friends, new friends. It was all good.
Pedro was like this. Hey man, you gotta try it, man. Only thing he didn't say, you gotta try it, and the only thing he didn't add to it, quit being a little bitch.
No, that was just my mom's rule. Like, try everything once.
Try everything once, but I tried it, and I went.
No, yeah, you know, now you know.
No, the only thing I don't like, and I'm gonna admit it, is because I think the dime really tainted me. Is I drank the.
It was a vodka pineapple, dog. It was like Grey Goose or like Tito's pineapple.
Something. It was. All I know is it made me feel sick, and I didn't feel good, so I didn't like it. Yeah. I did not like it, but we're gonna jump into the show.
So Maya Baker, just right before we jump in the show, I do want to give y'all a Hobo Ho update, just because Maya Baker.
Oh no, she's all over you.
She said, "Where is Hobo Ho?"
In your life,
I did have a missed call from her, but yeah, an ignored call. Let's say the other day, I'm like, "Oh, this bitch want to call now." And she, I think, may have left some kind of voicemail. I don't know. I just erased that. But what I did, and then I got another hey text or whatever, right? So what I did on Saturday, this was on Saturday, if you could see it, 2:08 p.m. And I finally wrote back. I said, I do not want to communicate with you at all. Do not contact me anymore. I feel like this is a reasonable way to speak. I've ignored.
That's a little harsh, man.
No, bro. You know, I
Come
kept
on.
it professional.
I mean, you know what happened, man?
As a professional rent payer,
no, all I'm saying is, I think that as a hoe harbinger,
as a
hobo hoe harbinger,
a hobo homonger.
Yeah, and you know what? So you're gonna get a visit. You're gonna come outside. Hi.
AJ Fizz said the homeless don't give up. Listen, bro, it's all been out here. All right, so I'm a blocker now. All right, so now we're gonna officially block her too, because I've had many calls to block her as well. So.
Well, I don't know why you didn't block her from the gate.
Well, I wanted some kind of record in case I needed to snap her neck outside my house or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know if I was going to have to kick her in the chest or something. And be like, officer, look, for weeks.
And you really think the cops is going to be like, let me read your text real quick before I shoot you for breaking a white girl's neck?
Oh, shit. I'm going to go to info. Oh, all right. So here we go. We're going info, and I'm going to go. Block it.
Da-da!
Dun-dun-dun. All right.
Well, I just want to say I'm proud of you. You have finally let go. She's a
after I block her. Look what AJ Fizz say. If you block her, she may show up outside. I didn't see that. Now, see, that's why I didn't want to respond at all. I didn't want to.
Well, look, nobody told you.
Once I kept going, I was like,
nobody. No, Pedro. Nobody told you to fuck a White Walker.
Dog. She was in a bar with a beer.
Nobody. You could have.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's reverse racism in its essence, where I'm just like, There's
What's
no
up,
way
Stacey?
there's a homeless white woman in a bar. I mean, it's just, you don't walk into places like where the homeless bitches at. You know what I mean? Like, you expect them to be outside, just on the ground.
Hold up, speak for yourself. Because I mean, I'm always hanging under bridges.
And listen, and truthfully, I am somebody who has experienced homelessness. So I don't mean to make light of anybody's situation, but in the reality of my situation with this homeless hobo, she technically was not homeless. She has some place to stay.
You know, she got a lot of money.
She was just trying to move
and Pedro done fucked up because guess what? She's probably Bezos' daughter.
She's Warren Buffett's illegitimate granddaughter, but it's in the will.
Well, Pedro, I was gonna fund your entire life, but it's all right, man. We moved on from it. You were savage by blocking her. That's what we do here. See how you get the live updates, other than the fact that I've been arguing. I was arguing with Chris Spencer and the other comics. I told you Golden State was gonna do some damage, motherfucker.
Who?
Golden State. I'm sorry.
Oh, Golden State.
No, I just
said Goldstein. I was like, is this MMA?
No. Golden State. Everybody's like, Boston's gonna beat them up. Shut the fuck up. Now, got that off my chest.
Shout out to Jordan Poole, Go Blue, U of M. Y'all are welcome.
You're welcome. All right.
He ended the third quarter with a logo shot, and I've seen that before in college. All right, man.
Let's get into it.
AJ Faye got me shook. Now she gonna be checking on my windows tonight. Come on, man.
You're gonna see outside, gonna be a White Walker out there.
And I'm on the second floor too, so if I see this bitch outside my window, nigga.
Hold on. Hi. Can I come in? I just want to talk. I need a place to figure things out. Well, bitch, you gonna have to figure them out on the outside of the window because you ain't
MJ, welcome to the feed. Yes, we did block that. So
well,
I did that live for y'all to see here. All right, so let's get into the show. The cops are showing up now. She's probably outside flipping.
Yeah, we got the topics.
All right, man. So we're gonna give y'all the run up. We are the kind of show that will run up on your ass. It's all kind of homeless.
Damn, this was
I'm sorry, I forgot to close the windows. But it's a Monday, June 6th, the year of
whatever.
Lord, 2022. You know what it is.
It's the year.
All right, so we're gonna end with the SHANGRY today. Gunning for a gun. It sounds like a movie, like the best B flick of the year.
Yeah.
Like a B movie, but like the best one. All right. Before we get into that, we're gonna talk about the little prince that needs an ass whooping. All right, just needs a good old whooping in front of the world to let them know. But before we get into that, quit your job and then reapply. We'll talk about it, y'all. But before we get into that, a couple more serious topics. We got the hit list. A dude killed a retired judge. Tried to kill himself, did not succeed at that, but had plans for others. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I saw this documentary on.
You gave the evil laugh too, like.
No, I saw this documentary on how judges are fucking cunts and some of the horrible shit they've done.
Some aren't, man. But we don't really want a society where we're hunting judges or allowing.
Well, again, speak for yourself.
Except for one night.
Yeah, I think we need to purge these bitches and get new judges.
No, but we'll get into it. We'll definitely get into that. And we got a few topics to move through today. But before we get into that, for all my Drake's fans, I'm so proud of you. What's his name? Enrique Tarrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, and several of his lieutenants have been indicted on seditious conspiracy. This is similar to the Oath Keepers group, and we knew these to be two organizations that were highly involved and organized within this mob of mostly predominantly 99.99999% cracker orcs. They were organized, militarized, and had plans other than let's just shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
There was 10 of them. There was 10 of the Oath Keepers that they all got the shaft. And I'm sure once they get in prison, they're still going to get the shaft.
No, they're gonna be with the Aryan Nation.
They're gonna go with the Aryan Nation,
anointed,
right? Anointed. But I think the Proud Boys, and there's a lot of these motherfuckers. Trust and believe. There's still not enough of them, I think, to put a dent. Even though the lead lieutenants got, indicted, there's still a lot of these motherfuckers that really need to get, indicted, go to jail, be raped in jail. Hopefully, you know what? We can always dream.
The grand indicter herself, Miss Adverb, is in the building. We see you. Coffee Time Comedy, welcome as well.
What's up?
Yeah, but these are serious charges. These are the type of charges we're looking for because that's what this is. It is a seditious conspiracy. It's a serious
serious crime
in a democracy. It's a very serious crime.
No, but they just indicted one of the cronies from Trump, and that motherfucker is still walking around. Peter Navarro.
No, they clamped him up. I thought
they clamped him up, but he came out.
Oh, he with the bail.
He got out. But I'm glad that they did it. When they did arrest him, I went, go.
Yeah, man. But understand that, guys. These are the charges we're looking for. I hope you can hear me filling my cup up.
Yeah.
But this is the next step. In this situation, if they're bringing charges like this,
right,
you would assume, and I think this was all the assumption we were working under, is that obviously these motherfuckers were working to subvert the Constitution and install their own president.
Well, first off, I want to say something. I think first off, let's start here first. You're a nigger, okay? That's how we're gonna start the sentence off.
I'm sorry, sir.
All right, right off the bat, let's start right there, nigger. Okay, let's go there. Now,
nigger Pedro.
Okay, first off, that's what we're gonna do. Secondly, everybody on the feed, I want to read what Kevin Keith says, and he's probably a nigger, either a nigger or a nigger lover, one of the two. They will never be listed as domestic terrorists because the terrorist watch list would make them ineligible to purchase guns. This system is rigged. I agree. That's number one.
That's Kevin Keith with that point there.
I think that they're not, even though they're indicted, even though you say, well, there's seditious conspiracy. We've seen that this fucking weak ass salamander fucking sold the AG, who hasn't really Merrick Salamander fucking Spine Garland. We like to call him Jellyfish without the stinger. He's a bitch. He's not going to
be a kind man.
He's a kind man. He's kind of a bitch. He's a bitch. I can't stand this motherfucker.
Sweet
He's
boy.
A sweet soul that needs his asshole punched. You ever been punched in the asshole? That's what I want him to be punched, right? Like somebody
to answer your question, no.
Somebody needs to spread his ass cheeks, just punch him in the asshole. He's
bitch McConnell already did that when he denied him his Supreme Court seat nomination. So
that was definitely that was an ass donkey punch.
Bitch McConnell definitely emasculated his bung area. So
his bung area, and then after that he had a nice baby Chianti
with a bit of fava beans.
Yes. Listen, these guys are not going to. I don't think they just seem to be Teflon. The fucking Trump's organization seems to be Teflon. Why would it take this long if somebody ignores? They just ignored saying, hey, you need to come in and talk to us. They ignored that shit. They ignored subpoenas. These motherfuckers should have been in jail. They should have been indicted. And now they're just getting indicted. I don't think nothing's going to happen to them. I think they're going to open up a theme park. They're going to have the Proud Boys theme park. And guess what? You won't be invited, nigger.
If you are, it's for dinner.
I just don't think
I'll eat my neighbor.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be, it's a fucked up situation that it happened almost 2 years.
Since the
No, a year and
insurrection,
change.
a year and a half.
A year and a half, right? So you think a year and a half? It took them
Almost.
that long to come to the conclusion when they saw these motherfuckers literally stabbing cops in the asshole with flags that were made as spears, and we got them on film. They're on HBO Max on the fucking 4 hours at the Capitol, and they still go, well, allegedly, fuck out of here, man.
No, but the legal process. Should any of us ever be caught up in it, you would want it to work through its due diligence before it was like, well, you see Shang, he's standing over the body and he's fucking black. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, he was just walking down the street and stumbled upon a body, and then but no, you have to, so and these are hundreds and hundreds of cases, maybe even thousands, so they had to take some time to build the case, especially for serious charges. And this is what you want. You don't want these guys to get trespassing or walking on the lawn during fertilization or impeding on tour hours. No, you want real charges like seditious conspiracy.
Right.
So to do that,
are they going to go to jail though?
And to get this amount, yes, I believe, because I think if they bring, like I said earlier, if they're bringing these charges, the prosecutors believe they can win. Like they believe they have a case, and I'm gonna ride with that at this point because, like to your point, Shang, it is fucking obvious. It takes them time to build it in a way with all these guys that they've just taken in, Enrique Tarrio and his lieutenants. And you don't want to give them too much fame other than Enrique Tarrio is kind of like a brown Latino and probably shouldn't be fucking with the Proud Boys, but whatever. Hey, it's not about race, man. Anybody can be an idiot. Anybody can be a fucking idiot.
Obviously, people can get sucked in and buy into the bullshit. But if you look at it, this is the other thing I didn't understand about the Proud Boys. Why do they throw up the Hitler sign? I found photos and footage of them throwing up Hitler signs. The high is it
Heil? It's called Heil.
Heil. Now, wasn't that what the Nazis did? Wasn't it a Nazi thing to do that? Why are the Proud Boys even associating themselves with that? I mean, it was the Nazis. It was the Nazis.
Because the Nazis studied America to figure out how to be as efficient as they were with their racism. So like, we're at the apex of societal bullshit.
The precipice, if you will.
Let's talk about it. All right. Speaking of the precipice, man, we are at the height of a lot of things. We're gonna keep it pushing, but let's keep our eyes out for what happens to these Proud Boys, and looking for that time, looking for those convictions.
By the way, that's
and I do want to do the details to Kevin Keith's point earlier. I do want to do the detail. I need to do research on what it would mean to be convicted of seditious conspiracy.
20 years minimum.
But also what that would mean for your future gun ownership. Because it would seem to me like anybody who had been involved in a seditious conspiracy probably shouldn't be given a gun ever again.
Not in America. They give a guy, a kid that's 18 in Buffalo that wrote out a whole hate mantra. They let him, and they knew he wrote a hate mantra. It was all on social media, and they still let this motherfucker buy an AR and kill 10 people in Buffalo. So I don't know about that, because there's a lot of people they found that were domestic abusers, beat women flat out. They on their record. The guy that killed the people in Vegas, they found shit on him too. Mm-hmm. The one that when he set up in the hotel and just killed all the country. The country, they went to the country concert.
It's a country music festival.
And so I'm hoping that these motherfuckers, I'm
hoping they get. I mean, you're getting us there. To these kind of guys, like the Vegas shooter, like any of these mass shooters. By the way, we're coming off a weekend of 10 mass shootings, in which I believe at least 14 people were killed. And several others injured. So
it was also 11 kids
from sea to shining sea.
Yeah.
So a lot went down, man, from graduation parties to funerals to
in Philly
to Philadelphia
and
South Street,
Philadelphia South Street, which
to tourist locations. So that being said, among those was an individual, right? I don't like to name or give too much attention to the individual who did it, but there was a man who took out a hit, basically, or he had been convicted in the past of like an armed robbery and sentenced to 6 years by a judge, and
by this judge,
and by this time, sorry, I'm gonna get his name. Let me pull that up. But he murdered him. They found him tied to a chair and shot several times, and then the killer himself attempted to take his own life. Damn, I don't even have this story saved. Attempted to take his own life, but didn't quite succeed. Is in critical condition right now. But among the evidence reportedly at this point was a longer hit list, which not only included the governors of Michigan and Wisconsin. And let me tell you, Big Gretch in my home state of Michigan,
she been going through it,
man. I don't know what I got to get more back into local politics, because I don't know what baby girl has done, but
they wanted to chop her. Check this out. They wanted to chop her head
and
off.
It's white men.
They wanted to take her cuts her tit off and eat cereal out of them. they're out of their fucking mind. Like a bowl of titties with this cereal. And there's
I
already
wasn't expecting that, Shane. There's
already milk in the tit, so they just
so you just need to.
But no, the point is that they said they wanted to decapitate her. They wanted to try her, and then after they try her, take her out in the woods and decapitate her. You got to think about the fact that four other people on the list. If you notice it, not a lot of Republicans.
No, but there was one.
Well, we know why, because he drinks baby blood.
It was bitch adrenochrome McConnell, high off the people's strife. And listen, man. All I'm saying is the shit happened, right? The guy had a target and he unjustly took a man's life. Why didn't you start with Mitch?
Yeah,
man.
Look, reverse the list. Reverse the list. But guess what?
Prioritize, crazy dudes.
Wow, Pamela and I said the same thing. Okay, but check this out. The bottom line is, if you look at the list, the majority of them are Democrats. There's only one Republican, but it's a main Republican, which I was, I'm not usually proud of killers, but I'm proud of the fact that he put McConnell on the list, because he has done dirt to the point of he needed.
He made the list. I'm like, why not start there, dog? You know what I mean? Like, he got one off unjustly. Like, it's terrible. Breezy JJ said the judge was easier to get, and this does bring us to an actual serious note. And the main point of this is that we know that our system is rigged, especially against a lot of us. We have a largely black audience at this point.
There's some crackers.
No, but I said largely. I think our audience is largely black. So, when I talk about the system, it is rigged against us. And a lot of that has to do with judges who are quick. We've seen it recently, like the Rittenhouse judge was obviously a foul-mouthed horse donkey, dipshit racist, right? So there is a lot of that there. But we can't right now be in a society where we're advocating for violence against these judges, right? Like, we vote them out.
Well, hold up. Pedro, why can't we?
Well, it's just because there are good judges, right? And there's a female judge, and recently, and like last year or the year or two, and an attempted assassin came to her house to kill her and ended up killing her husband and son, right? Like, And this is somebody who we would think is a good judge, right? So when we ask why not, like, I would say that, right? Like,
oh no, I was being
no, yeah,
I'm
no,
being
but
facetious,
it's in the
but
feed. It's in the feed, right? Like I
I'm being
see.
facetious, but end of the day
No, I mean
is
people are asking the question, why not? And
why not?
I
No,
want to address that, like,
but
because like it would then open it to
the
them.
Supreme the Supreme Court judges, the only people that can judge the Supreme Court judges are the Supreme Court judges. And
What we're not just talking about Supreme Court judges either, and they are protected, like they have security, but like your
damn,
average district, federal, even state judge or whatever, like they don't have those same protections all the time.
well,
And we listen, like it shouldn't be like we shouldn't be really hoping for a solution where we're looking to take out, like physically with guns, any politician or judge or any other legislator or an executor, especially like the president,
but
right? So like
but
that's
there's
not, those aren't things we should be advocating.
okay, but this is the situation. If you look at how the far right is doing it, the far right has already advocated not only to fucking hang their own people, Mike Pence, aka Private Dancer, because that motherfucker is. I
I'll
mean,
be your private
yeah, he just
dancer.
needs. If he just comes out, it's fine.
What if you found out that Mike Pence does like a spot on Tina Turner impression?
I would be like, I would not be surprised.
Let the good job in the city.
And you see, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, he's definitely. I mean, that's not wrong with that. I mean, there's not. I don't want y'all to think.
I'd be like, wow.
Wow. I'd be like,
Oh,
wow. I thought Mike Pence took Ron to the
You
face.
missed your calling. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I guess he does. But I tell you right now, you guys, you rue the day I'm saying this. And I use the word rue the day. You watch, he ain't gay no more.
Reverse.
Yeah, but
Queen B's like, they need to take all the child support judges. Oh, Lord.
Damn. You know what? I can't
never
really
been
say,
through that. Yeah, Shay's like, no comment.
You know, I ain't gonna even bother on that one because I can be incriminated. And it's like, I saw your fucking show. I heard what you said. You know, it's like, shit. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, and everybody in the feed, and you can tell them I said it. Tell them Johnny Red said it.
God damn it.
God damn it. End of the day, they have been advocating violence towards officials for a long time. They're already talking about killing Joe Biden. They were talking about dragging Kamala Harris, the vice president, just because she's the Madam Vice President. So I can understand why some nutty buddy would go, yeah, let me go after these judges, especially if that judge is corrupt.
Well, and understand this is a Democratic judge. Like you said, Shane, there were a lot of Democrats on this guy's list.
Majority of Democrats.
But this judge specifically in this case had sent this individual to jail for breaking the law, by the way. Being an armed robber in possession of illegally possessing weapons. So this was just loony bin gone rogue.
Nah, this is movie script shit.
Well, no. I mean, the shooter in this case is an asshole, a loony fucking asshole. I don't mean it like, oh, it's just a mental health problem. I mean, like, there's no way this guy, he had gun ownership issues. That's what got him in jail. So he should never have a gun. Had a man tied to a chair. That's already, now you on James Bond villain shit.
Yeah, that's some.
I mean, what was the speech before that? Like, Judge Athens, we meet again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is the things? So tying a person to a chair, all those things.
And shooting them.
Yeah, several times, and then trying to take your own life and failing at that. Listen, he's gonna.
So what?
Attempted suicide when you fail. That's got to be the worst, dog. Right?
But what are they gonna do?
You're laying there like, fuck.
So what are they gonna do?
I didn't even do this right.
What are they gonna do? Let him.
We'll see. I mean, he's in critical condition. The shooter might not even survive, but the reality is my point is, if bitch McConnell is on your fucking hit list, just try first. If you're gonna do it, because the guys are already out there trying to do it. You're not out there trying to stop them, America. So fuck it. I'm gonna help them prioritize.
Right.
But no, these, like I said earlier, these aren't things we should advocate for. This isn't, the way a sane, rational, democratic society should be operating. So,
but the
let's
fact,
look at ourselves.
But I want to ask the Republicans, you bitches, and all you Republicans,
and I know you're listening.
How many Democratic assassins? I know there's some out there. Have you heard doing crazy shit like this, as opposed to, Republicans that do crazy shit like this, or right-wing people? It seems like the right-wing people are the insurrectionists. If you look at the bulk of the people that were up there, even though they tried to say it was Antifa and it was BLM, and I saw a lot of reports that said it was Black Pedro. That Black Pedro organized.
I can geolocate myself, man. I was clearly drunk on my mama's couch the day that happened.
I'm just saying. I mean, a lot. Wow.
I'm pretty sure we did a show that day. That's why I did a show that day, just to alibi.
Miss Abrams said, "Tell Pedro you what?"
Shang, tell her Pedro with you. She ain't gonna stop calling. Oh, so Miss Adverb is under the theory that now, since I blocked my homeless hobo, that she's gonna be calling you. So Miss Adverb, see, she thinks that little buzz right there, that little text right there, she thinks that's my homeless hobo.
But no,
I think it's you. But you've never been in contact with her. Like, you never saw her.
Now that you blocked her, that's good, because I think that by not blocking her, I think she thinks there's some kind of acceptance. Like, oh, he's cool. Yeah, I can talk to him. And then after that, I can cook a dead bunny in his, and then I can come in and say, we're going to be together, Pedro.
I needed to build up enough text to
show
she
might be a
like, hey, I'm not.
No, I
did not communicate.
I totally get it. What I'm saying to you is this. Aside from that, I agree with you. BLM is shady as fuck.
Back to the real crazy part.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Raina, we're shady. BLM is shady as fuck. Agreed. But they weren't at the Capitol attacking motherfuckers. They weren't beating up cops. They weren't breaking into the fucking Capitol and taking shits on the floor and walk around with Confederate flags. So anybody saying that shit, fuck you, feed you rocks, and take you swimming.
I just want to interject with this and just say that, listen, I think we should at this point consider BLM, Black Lives Matter, a concept and not an organization, right?
Period.
And because I see some people's problems with it and how money was spent, blah blah blah. Listen, if you really want to, you could go at the NAACP about that at this point. Like, at this point, you know what I mean? Like, if you really want to get critical about what NAACP has offices with, they spend money on, they have salary, you know what I mean? Like, and at the end of the day, what does the NAACP do for your life as a Black person right now? Right? So, like,
well,
listen, if you want to be real about it, like, and I invite anybody to tell me right now, like, but all I'm saying is, like, but like,
I'm gonna tell you, the NAACP.
I said right now, and not his.
Right now, the NAACP does back lawyers to help people that were wrongly imprisoned. The NAACP also, when there's housing, where they try to, restrict Black people from getting housing, they do fight for that. So there's a list of things they have done that they're doing right now.
And I'm not saying they hadn't done anything. All I'm saying is we can be as critical as we wanted to, right?
Right.
You can be critical, but at the end of the day, like, Black Lives Matter, they, like, as a group, they do show up when young black men in general get killed by the cops, unjustly, egregiously, whatever, right? Like, they do show up in those things. They bring attention to those things. I don't I don't know what monies they're donating towards what and what.
But they do bring media attention, and they do make sure that there's cameras there.
There's other groups we could tear down first.
First, exactly.
I would say focus on tearing down the KKK before we as black people
white nationalists
focus on before we focus
Boys,
on tearing down
the
Black
Proud
Lives
Boys need to get their ass put in jail, and if they want to play slap ass there, they can fucking do that. I agree
some
with
real
you.
boys down there.
But the motherfucker that killed this judge, there's a lot of people that were saying online, at least online, that they go like not people who got some kind of moral center, but they're like, yeah, but he was a Democrat. He's a Democratic judge, so maybe he deserved to die. You got to think that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a mentality like that. We're dealing with a mentality that's the reason that Pedro bought guns, and that's the truth. And you know I'm telling the truth with that.
Yeah.
Because they don't just hate and keep it moving.
They want to act. Yeah.
They want to act on their hatred. They want to shoot people down. They want to make sure that they don't get the same rights. So if they roll up in the house and you were just standing with your dick in your hand, as opposed to a Glock, I mean, that's what it is. So I think with this judge, the same thing. Same thing with this judge.
I can't remember if I and we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Right.
I can't remember if I shared this with you guys or not, but I had a yoga session recently, and the teacher was like, he was like, thoughts lead to words, words lead to action. And at that point, I was like, yeah, I've heard this, like in my head. But then he kept going 2 other steps that I had never considered. He was like, so it was thoughts lead to words, words lead to action, action leads to habits, habits lead to character. And when we get from the point of these thoughts that these cracker orcs have lead to them spewing out nigger hate bullshit, leads to them acting upon that, ultimately will determine their character, right? So,
well, I mean, if you actually get up and you're a grown man, you're a grown fucking man, and you put on sheets and you get tiki torches and you walk around with
a silk
robe with a
embroidered
condom,
and bedazzled.
Yeah, bedazzled with hatred. And if you go, Jews will not replace us, blood and soil, all that other shit, then guess what? Because you're a grown man, guess what? Drinking leads to bars, bars lead to.
Oh, listen, Miss Aver, I don't need.
I don't think we need. Yeah, right.
I was trying to be deep and shit. I was mentioning yoga, and she's like,
nah.
And y'all niggas got me looking out my window.
You know what else leads
on the second?
You know what? Words lead to smacks. Okay. And smacks lead to 10 years not being able to come to the Oscars. The point is,
I hate y'all, man. Every time I try and get deep,
they ain't gonna let
you. Savage.
Don't forget while wearing Jordans. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, man. One pair. Anyways, all right.
You got more than one pair
of Jordans? No. I've only purchased one pair in my life. I've owned 3. I was 10 and 12 when I owned the first 2 pair, and then
I'm gonna pull the.
I think I was 8 and 10.
They were given to me to wear, so I wore.
Well, take a gift is a gift.
That's what happens when you do this comedy thing. Hey. You get gifts.
Hey.
I wish I would have got some pussy. That would have been good.
Hey, yo.
But
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Here's another fact for you guys. We'll get to the next story. You should quit your job and then reapply. Because right now, that loyalty shit that you've been doing for the past 5, 10, 15, whatever years.
Stupid.
Fuck is wrong with you, man?
Stupid. You're stupid. Your family's stupid.
So we already talked about. We have already talked about the Great Resignation, which is the designation that we've given to the movement of during the pandemic, people quitting their jobs and realizing that they weren't getting paid well. You know,
they came to the conclusion, like, wait a minute. So my ass has been hurting all these years, and I wonder why. Oh, they've been fucking me.
So within that realization, many people were not eager to come back to their jobs, and that's why many, highly conservative race fuck dickholes were like, you can't keep paying these people or they won't go back to work for us. You know what I mean? So it was that kind of thing.
What's the guy that's buying Twitter?
Well, he might not. He's kind of beefing about.
Wait a minute, he said he was gonna buy it, right?
Elon Musk.
But now he's telling his workers at Tesla, like,
shut up and build
cars. If you don't fucking come in and build the cars, even though some of the techs don't really need to be there, they can do it over the computer. If you don't come in, we're firing all of y'all. And then I'm like, then who'll build your spaceship, you fuck? I mean, it's true, man.
Well, no. So, but due to this great resignation that has occurred over the past 2 years, employers have been forced to up their wages. Become competitive. Hello, welcome to capitalism, right? The workers have some power, right? You don't have to take every fucking job. There was some relief money that allowed people to sit back and be like, you know what? I could do better than this. So now the jobs that can't do better than this or wouldn't are forced to do better. But that being said, for those of you or even us, and it might even be affecting me, but for those who have stuck around and been loyal, you're actually losing right now at a rate of 7%. For the most part, on average.
On average, that's on average.
So new hires,
it's 7. It's actually 7 to 12%.
So the differentiation is
which is a lot.
You get into the double digits when you get into the higher
white collar
sought after jobs, the tech jobs,
the white collar jobs, the dirty jobs. By the way, that's a really good show. I saw the guy actually put his hand up a cow's ass, because that's what you got to do sometimes.
Mike Rowe, I think is his name.
Mike Rowe, yeah, the dirty jobs. Now, some of those people are actually getting more money now. Also,
plumbers make a shit ton of money, man. I should be a plumber.
Fishermen and people like that, it dropped for a while, and now it's going back up, but they're getting paid more. So,
but even on the lower level,
on the low levels,
like whatever we might consider lower level jobs, more blue collar stuff that isn't tradesmen or specialized or white collar, new hires in these situations are earning 7% more than the workers,
the people who have
been there and have stayed. And
I love my boss. I love my job. I love my boss and my job. My job is my boss, and my boss is my job. Those motherfuckers. And now the one I want to ask is strippers. Now, what is the deal? Are strippers?
Well, that's up to individual twerk skills, dog. Like you have to treat them as in that situation.
It's
I think
a specialized skill, though.
No, but they're more like sort of individualized consultants, contract consultants. And
I didn't think about it.
For this song, I've hired you, and based on your twerk initiative, right? We'll see about another song.
Well, I'm going to definitely look into it. Just for everybody, you guys, I'll bring my research back to you. I want to find out what's going on with the P Valley women out there that are out there shaking their moneymaker and shaking their tits. I want to make sure that they get the just money that they deserve, because they work hard, and there's nothing better than cocoa butter and glitter on your shirt when you go home. I'm just saying that. And any of the women in the feed, if you want to do it too, send it to the Black Pedro's inbox. Black Pedro's inbox. Unless you're a hobo white. Unless you're a hobo white, homeless hoe.
I'm gonna need to see utility bills. And just something that proves that you
because if I keep dropping you off on sick and
That
Lexington.
motherfucking
And you get no,
definitely in
I'm good
Crescent
here.
Heights.
I'm
like,
good right here.
all
You sure
right.
you don't? It's 12 at night. I'll be all right.
Deuces.
I'll be all right. And then you drive back around the block,
But
and
it'd be
she's
like
still standing
midday.
there.
So you'd be like, all right, she'll be fine. She's just got to shop. All right. Pam Knox, speaking of glitter and cocoa butter, Pam Knox says, this is exactly why I work union jobs. And that brings up a fantastic point for me because I grew up in Detroit, which is a highly unionized town centered around the auto
Wasn't your
industry.
mom? Wasn't your mom union?
I mean, I would consider her still UAW active. She still protests shit and marches and all that stuff. But
she protests.
you're listening to talking to a kid who grew up on wages secured by the UAW,
Union.
the UAW. You know what I mean? In Detroit, Michigan, like where that shit is like really, really based, man. And you know, Labor Day was always a big thing for us, but the reality is like anytime my mother went on strike to fight to save benefits or to increase wages, you know, to counteract the rise of cost of living, it's not like she was trying to maintain our summer home or pay for helicopter fuel for us to get to middle school. You know, this is just a single mom with 2 kids just trying to make sure that with the amount of hours she works and the work she put in building test engines for Cadillac, that she was getting compensated.
But the
properly.
thing is, in the situation with this
versus the cost of living,
the situation with your mom, which is actually 80% of the workforce, that is like basically just trying to maintain a regular fucking life. It's not trying to buy some baller shit. It's not trying to like, yeah, I'm buying another porcelain fucking thing I need it for my soap dish. How much it cost? $75,000. Gold trim.
My mother never bought me a pair of shoes that cost more than $100. Because
that's baller shit. Hold up, that's baller shit. Hold up, that's a lot.
No. Like,
I'm a grown man and I don't pay over $100. I get mine at Ross.
No, every now and I mostly do shit like that too. But every now and then you spend some shit, right? But like at a certain point when you're a young boy and your feet go from boy sizes to man sizes, like shoe prices go way up. So like my mom could keep me in really fresh shoes up until like them Jordan 3s, right? Yeah. And then after that, it was like, I mean, she could keep me in like the $60 to $80 shoe range. But you know, niggas with like Jordans at that time in the mid 80s to late 80s and ever since, those have been $100 shoes that niggas were getting shot for in Detroit. So like, it was like
people were getting killed all the time over the shoes, which is retarded. But I just want to say real quick,
but the union,
you have 2 different things here. You got first, Maya is saying the UAW was the biggest thugs, negotiated several contracts with them in the automotive at Chrysler. Yeah, but that you need thugs sometimes. And a personal message to you, I think, Lao Toots.
She said, I think that's a Lao Tzu quote, Black Pedro. Thank you for sharing it. It's good to go deep in thought and consciousness, but not in stalker hobo-hos. Now she's an addict. She put the word dick in the middle of that. And conflicted. Just joking, but also be careful. Yeah, you could. Hey, listen, we out here. We are growing.
The comedy, the tragedy.
But I need to address Maya because she said the UAW was the biggest thugs.
They were thugs,
but
they were thugs. A lot of mafia dudes too.
Versus what? Corporate Chrysler versus corporate Chrysler.
Corporate Chrysler was thugs too, but they weren't mafia thugs. A lot of the unions were unions when Detroit were backed by the mafia.
I bet you Detroit execs and mafia thugs went to the same tailor and wore the same fucking suits, homie.
No, wait, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, no. So why do we think unions were formed? And fuck, I really got to bounce. You know what? We're gonna table this, and this will be we're on Monday, right? So tomorrow we're going to talk about unions versus corporations and really get into it, because this is a deep thing. I've debated some of my best homies at Princeton with this. I know black Republicans and shit, and it's like, bro, you're not going to tell me that there's corruption everywhere. You're never going to be able to tell me that a union is
more corrupt
than any corporation. But and maybe I'm sure there could be wrong. There could be
no, I agree with you. I mean,
but
corporations. Ask the pelicans that are living in oil with their feathers all oiled up.
But
the corporations are definitely more evil. I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying that I know for a fact that not only Detroit, New York, Chicago, the backing of the unions was basically fueled by the muscle of the mafia. And that's the mafia, the mob, like the mob motherfuckers end up in a barrel mob, that mob back in the day, which started, and then they became more legit as they went along. But initially, Pedro, it was the mafia that backed the unions.
No, hey, bro, I get it.
There's a movie about it. There's actually a movie on Netflix about it. I can't remember the movie, but there's a movie about it where they basically, the mob said, hey, what we do is we get into these fucking unions, we make sure that they get what they get, then we get a little piece, and everybody's fucking happy. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not what the average worker is signing up for, right? So we'll talk about all that.
Okay, we'll talk about it because we'll
get into that tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move on. As we do, we're gonna do it a little something.
Yeah, we'll abbreviate because
like
we're running short.
This.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping. Yeah, I'm about to judge somebody right now.
Okay, I got it.
You got it.
I got it. Oh shit! It didn't go.
There you go.
I don't know what the. I clicked it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No doubt. So I'm sorry. I couldn't pull a video in of this. Maybe it's just not available yet. But
it's not available yet.
This little motherfucker, Prince Louis.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna call him a motherfucker because, bro, listen. I don't give a fuck about the royal family. I actually am anti-royal, any of that shit. But they got this whole Prince, the Queen Elizabeth, London, England shit. Her whole she been 70 years. She been doing this shit, and she's 90-some years old and could barely make it out to any of the parties or whatever. But just yesterday, I think, or so the little Prince Louis, Kate, and what's the bald head one? Harry? No, that's not Harry. That's whatever, man. William, I think. So Chili Will, balling up top. So him and Kate, their kid, Louis, kind of wild out. Had a little tantrum. He's a kid. Kids wild out. They have tantrums. But Kate was trying to calm him. She goes down to whisper. This motherfucker like he covered her mouth. He was doing this like to her face. Like, yeah. I'm like, you know what? Time out. Jubilee over. Everybody get the fuck out. Everybody get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Listen, I hate royals because they're fucking spoiled.
And they're scum.
They've taken over all the resources. They've colonized niggas and everybody else for as long as they can. So I hate seeing this shit. But I would like for the world to see a fucking little baby prince like that actually be fucking disciplined by his mom. Like, just snatch him up and take him outside and let him kick and scream. Take him to the back. Listen, I got one story. My mother was not this woman. My mother played the mental game. Guilt trip. She hit you in your heart, my nigga. She'd be like, all this work I do and you bring home a B? And then she'd be like, oh, nigga, I'm such a fuck up. All A's and one B. I'm such a piece of shit. But the reality is there was a couple times in my life where my mother did do a laying of the hands that were fundamental to me. Apparently, and I these were very early on for me, but obviously they were, formative. Okay. We were at a grocery store. I had a very bad tantrum when I was a kid. Up until about age 6 or 7, I had a very, very bad tantrum.
He was a
like
psycho.
very temper, I should say. I had a bad temper. Still do, but whatever. We've learned to cope. But we were at a grocery store, and my mom wouldn't give me some shit I wanted. And I must have been like 2 or something. I don't know why I flipped out. Whatever. Apparently, she just snatched me out the cart. I might have been 3 or 4 at this point, and she just snatched me out the cart, took me home, beat the shit out of me, left me with my grandparents, and went back, and the cart was still there with all the groceries, and just completed her thing. And I never flipped out in the grocery store ever again. Also, I was a biter when I was a baby. I guess when I was teething. Yeah, so one time I caught her finger like real hard, like got in it, and she just got fucking mad and put me on her lap, pulled my pants down, and bit my ass meat, like bit my ass cheek like real hard until I like
she
screamed.
Retaliated with a bite.
And apparently I never bit anybody else again.
Well, you know what? My father,
Prince Louis, need his ass bit.
My father put me on one of those little
bit.
What are the little football tees? He put me on a football tee, went back 50 feet, and punted my ass. He punted my ass. Yeah. Oh, so you just gonna call your mother a motherfucker? Yeah. And my thing was my language. I was like, how about fuck both of y'all? Like, yeah, that didn't fly.
Prince Louis need his ass bit, nigga.
Yeah, but no, Prince Louis.
That nigga Hood, he put his hand
over
his
It was called
mouth.
A mush. It's called a mush.
Nigga, I was like, ooh.
This is what Louis needed. Louis needed.
Nigga, I don't know. I think even now, if I tried to put, my mother will be 75 in August. If I tried to mush her mouth, I think she would swing on me. She wouldn't be successful.
She absolutely would swing.
But like, she would not. This aggression would not stand, my nigga. Shane, get us out of here, dog.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Bitch your kids, y'all. Bitch your kids.
Hey, fuck these kids. Punt them. Punt these little bitches. But before we go, Savage AF, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. You know what you got to do. If you subscribe to the channel, your whole life will be better. Everything in your world will be better, and you'll smell better.
Everybody gets a unicorn,
right? And when you have an orgasm, guess what? It's stronger than any other orgasm in the world if you just do this. Subscribe to the channel. Give us thumbs up. Follow at Black Pedro on IG. Right here, bam. And make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. Also, let you know something. Make sure you check us out on the Facebook page, which is SavageA.F.
Two dots. Yes.
Dot. All right. So
SavageA.F.
I just want to let you know mine is going to be literally not even 30 seconds to a minute best. We are never getting rid of guns in America. Ever. Are you fucking kidding me? Of course we're not getting rid of guns. Everybody loves guns. People love shooting guns. People love killing people with guns. Guns. Everybody loves guns. I mean, that's all we enjoy shooting them off and doing stuff like that. We create guns that don't even exist. What the fuck is that?
How you create something that don't exist?
That's never existed. That gun is ridiculous. Even cats like guns. Are you kidding me? So I'm going to tell you right now, all you people that think we're going to get rid of guns, I'm not saying get rid of guns, but there is a specific gun that we need to get rid of. Now, I'm not saying that we're ever going to get rid of them completely, but Americans are too gunning for guns, and they gun crazy, and we love them. We absolutely love them. We love guns. Guns are the best thing ever to people. So I'm going to tell you right now, even though we're going to try to get some legislation to change what we're doing pertaining to AK-47s, ARs, and stuff like that. Assault rifles that are
fully automatic assault
are actually guns that are weapons of war. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's not for hunting. It's not unless you're hunting like T-Rex deer or hunting other niggas.
Aliens.
Yeah. Other than that, you don't need a fucking gun like that. I'm letting you know right now. I saw a documentary. I watched it when I was waiting. Literally, it was like a 10-minute documentary on guns. Americans literally have a love affair with guns. They're not going away. So I'm just letting you know something. You might as well get used to the fact that we're going to have mass shootings with ARs, with AKs and things like that. That's the norm now. So just getting used to it.
I don't have guns. I have friends. That's why I gave them names. Gertrude, Sergeant Pepper. Bruce, Leviathan.
They're guns.
We'll be fine. No, they're my friends.
They're guns.
They're my friends.
Okay, so I'm letting you know right now, all the people of color on here, I'm
POCs.
Okay, I'm letting you know something. They're going to be buying as many guns as possible. So guess what we're going to have to do? Hey, you can't. Wow, today I didn't even have to use my AK. Wow.
Today was a good day.
Okay, but I'm just telling you now, guns are not going nowhere. So just put them in the bathtub and rub your body with them because they ain't going nowhere.
No, silly. Take them in the shower. You don't want to soak them.
I know.
Let it drizzle though.
Hey, babe. Hey, you want to rub on my fucking my gun shaft? You can.
And we might have to fight zombies too. AJ Fit.
I agree. I've been to West Virginia. Trust me. There's zombies there right now.
Be an American.
Now check it out. We're gonna be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure that you tell your friends. Share the link. Share the information. Give us the thumbs up. We appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, if you're in the LA area, happen to be in the Hollywood area, you happen to get on our guest list. We got a free guest list for the Laugh Factory in Hollywood. Savage AF Live will be there 6/15, which is Wednesday the 15th, 7:30 showtime in Hollywood. Inbox myself or Black Pedro if you want to get on the guest list. If you're in Los Angeles area, make sure you include your email, and we got you.
And look, that picture was before I got this lace front on top of my head.
Yeah.
So let me know how you think, pre-weave or post-weave. This is definitely this is a wig, yo.
Yeah, that's
got it now.
Yeah, that picture. Yeah, I didn't even.
I look extremely. I look like I've been accused of every crime. Anyway, and you actually look your happiest and most chill. You look like
you sent me the picture. These are the pictures he sends me. Other than the happy one, I didn't want to use the one where I felt like you're selling toothpaste. Stop it. That one. No, not that one. So,
right,
but Laugh Factory, make sure you check us out. We're out. We'll be here tomorrow, and we're gonna elaborate on this fucking thing about the unions and the mafia, because I definitely have seen more information about it from the past, that the mob was pretty much the catalyst for a lot of unions. So we'll talk about it tomorrow. You guys be safe and have a good day, and tell them what they ain't supposed to do, Pedro.
Keep your finger out your nose.
That's all we're at. That's all. Just all, simple shit. All right, y'all. Be safe.